love it when everything blows up. It's my favorite.
No, where?
Meow.
Meow?
Meow.
I'm riding a pony into the sunset.
Oh, really? You're not a Twilight Sparklehead.
Ito. Ito,
Ito.
bli.
Blee. Heh. Okay, I just tweeted. And... Anything else? Oh yes, I need to bring up chat on iPad. Because I'm an iPad baby. You know, I actually wasn't an iPad baby. I was an Android tablet baby. That's what I was.
I wasn't any. I thought
I was a
I didn't. I had.
MacBook
I started out with my.
baby.
I had a MacBook too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I played unsupervised Animal Jam. Okay. Now, where are we? Let's see. Oh yes, they're doing the curry cooking competition. And who is speaking right now? Probably Rena. Satoko, if that's meant to be a trick, it won't work. I'm used to cooking rice with these utensils. First it starts to bubble, and then the steam starts to puff, and don't take off the lid no matter what. Okay. And now...
Oh.
Who's speaking Rena? Is it
sorry,
Rena
it's
or Satoko? I don't
No
know.
fucking clue. Just read both of these lines. I don't know.
Okay. Keiichi-kun, you're amazing. This is a little unexpected. Did you learn this at summer camp? My dad really likes to go camping, see? Whenever summer comes around, our family goes a lot. So this means everybody's good at cooking the rice. In other words, the critical part of this challenge will be the curry. Curry is Rika's specialty. We'll cream you all. You lost me at Rika's. Why don't you help with the cooking too? Oh, this is Rena.
Maybe Satoko-chan is helping out the most by doing nothing at all. True.
Lol, useless as. Hold on, I need to move some things on the screen around a little. You're blending into the background.
I always find this weird because I don't have your stream is not showing up, and I think I have all your notifications on.
What the flip? That is so...
Like when I go into YouTube.
Scam. Yeah.
So true.
It's not there?
So true.
It's not in your, like, subscriptions tab or whatever?
It is not.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Honestly, it might take a few minutes. It does it, like, not right when someone goes live. Sometimes it's like a few minutes later, honestly. But honestly, it depends.
Honestly, but honestly, it depends.
Yes.
Wow.
My charger's broken. It's not charging properly. No. I loved this charger. It was very useful to me. Okay, whatever. It's at that stage where you, like, have to put it at a weird angle for it to work, which isn't great. But whatever's... Eep. The ends justify the means. I just have to win. That was a pretty malicious comment for Rena. Satoko took it hook, line, and sinker. Rena could only apologize between fits of laughter while Satoko chased her around. Well now, should we move on to the curry? For now, the battle truly begins. After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables, I grasped the knife. Gulp. Why did he gulp?
What? What will today curries taste like? Wow, she's
She's a musical genius. As Rena hummed along, her very well-practiced hands wielded the knife. The rhythmical sounds of the knife hitting the cutting board hearkened to kind images of days long past. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so calm and practiced, I seriously don't stand a chance. I looked over at Satoko and Rika-chan. Satoko was in charge of washing the vegetables, while Rika-chan was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard being discussed, but Rika-chan's knife skills are something else as well. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it quite quickly. On top of that,
she was
peel
cutting up all her
spanned the entire
fingers.
potato. Fingies. What was that called again? Katsuramuki? I've heard that peeling a vegetable in one loop around like that is a highly regarded technique. She picked up the peel from the sink and carved a pair of eyes into it with her knife.
It's a snake, roar.
Saying that, she placed the long, peeled potato skin on top of the head of a boy from her group. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Rika-chan and cooking, I couldn't even hold a candle to her. But, roar? Do snakes make that sound? Alright, how's Mion doing? She's definitely just fumbling along. There's no way she could peel a potato so effortlessly like that. Absolutely no way. This can't be! You've gotta be kidding me. This is a trick. She's using special effects. 1 second.
She's using special effects in the IRL.
Meow. Where's the wire? She's definitely using a wire. Hehehe. Here, take a look-see. As if she had already won, Mion probably showed me the elongated potato skin.
You didn't know, Keiichi? Mi was taught how to cook by her grandma.
Oops.
Not just cooking. From sewing to flower arrangements to playing the koto, from marksmanship to radio operation, even helicopter piloting is one but of myriads of things she could do.
Helicopter? Okay.
Helicopter.
Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. It was the first few items on that list that seemed like a lie.
She's actually really good at cooking. It's the hassle that she never does it though. Oh, it's a different character. It's Rena.
Renyan. Damn it.
Renyan.
I'm also really good at cooking, especially Chinese food.
Keiichi, boiling something and pouring it into a bowl doesn't count as cooking.
Shot down before I could even say it. What? Oh, too bad for you. Today, Keiichi-san shall be assuredly languishing in defeat all alone. Clank. Tough words for somebody who can't even cook by herself. Yeah. Rika.
There. I'll just try Keiichi for you.
Me too. This does not look good. Everybody's smirking at me. Don't raise the white flag yet, Keiichi Maibara. Don't throw away this match. Calm down and think. Not about how to peel those potatoes well, but how to win this challenge. There's too many people watching. I'm going to work at another sink. Saying only that, I gathered up all the vegetables and left that spot behind.
Will Keiichi-kun be alright? I'm worried he might cut himself with his knife.
Let's see what Kei-chan's doing. No matter how hard I try peeling these, if I slip up at this speed, I'll lop my fingers right off. Then, there's only one thing left to do. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun. Oh, you guys were in a group of 4, huh? It was the 2 underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since the event at that toy store last Sunday. They had been paired with the 2 girls for their group. Yep, both the girls are pretty good at cooking, so both of us could just mess around and we'll be okay. Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Rena, but they were both good enough
by handling a knife. I'll get straight to the point. At this rate, I'm gonna lose the contest. Give me the vegetables your group has peeled already. My bar-san, that's pretty much theft. But depending on what's in it for us. In other words, it depends on the terms of the negotiation. Quite bold of you guys. Well, that's to be expected. Then let's do this. If I win, I'll let you eat the curry that Satoko and Rika-chan's group makes. How about that? Huh? I don't know about that. Both of them were hesitant after such a weighty proposal. Just one more little push seems in order. Very well, then. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. I pulled both of them close by the shoulders and made my offer in a hushed tone. Of course, that includes the part that Satoko and Rika-chan have already eaten some of. I'll even throw in the spoons. Well, a red mist spouted vigorously from the noses of the two underclassmen. Squidward's sewer slide?
Keiichi-san is also pretty good at this. Those are some very nice potatoes.
Having brilliantly cleared the vegetable peeling challenge, I returned to my comrades in triumph.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will eat toast then. Yum yum. Sourdough is so good. What hath happened to Cat? Cat is dead?
Yeah, though, sorry. My mom came into the room and tilted on my bed.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Keiichi-kun is feeling so good. Or really good.
That's not quite right. What Keiichi has bared isn't a potato, but his fangs.
Yeah, I'm super serious about this. I'll crush you all. Having finished with preparing the vegetables, next is to boil a pot of water. Then add the vegetables in order of which takes the longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother when we went camping. But just cooking in order probably won't garner a lot of points. Look over at Rena. She has a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating a way to win the game. She was making delicious food with the mother's touch. I have a feeling that I could somehow compete with Mion in terms of technique, but I would be no match for Rena. She was way out of my league.
Rena has a baby?
Out of my league. Yeah, it's Colonel Sanders, and he's so cute.
When my mother makes curry, you see, she always uses a lot of ingredients. That's right, Rena's curry uses a lot of ingredients as well. Oh, that's not okay.
So you're just a
I really
sheep.
wanted to take all night and stew it nice and slow. How? I use MSG, sodium glucinate.
And estrogen.
What?
I beg of you. Nothing. Will you please just help a little with my curry?
I meant soy. No. This is one of our activities. Rena won't lose.
Ugh, when she enters club mode, even the normally kind Rena becomes an enemy. Looks like Rika-chan is cooking apples as well. Apples? That doesn't sound like it would be good. She's like a pro at this.
Actually, I've heard of that being done before. Like apple being, like some parts of apple being used in like Japanese curry.
I don't know. Whenever there's like
a fruit mixed into savory food. I just can't get behind that. Like strawberries
Yeah.
in salad. That's so evil.
Yeah, Japanese curry uses grated apples as a sweetener.
Interesting. When I make it, I usually just put in the type
Use
of
the bricks. Yeah, I know.
bricks.
Boiling something doesn't mean that.
I just
Boiling something doesn't mean that you're cooking.
what the flip? No, Loki, when I made the curry by myself for the first time, I very nearly burnt it, but it still tasted good, so it's okay. But I basically just put onion, potato, and sometimes carrots, but usually just onion and potato. And then some meat.
Me on you. What the heck is that? Where'd you get the meat from?
I predicted what we would be doing today by looking at the schedule, so I prepared accordingly. My curry is going to be marvelous.
Upon closer inspection, it looks like Mion brought her own vegetables and spices and other ingredients. There was bread all over the place. Mion, just for today, you brought all this stuff from your house. Objection! Chia-sensei, there's no way this is allowed, is it? Objection overruled. As long as it makes for delicious curry, everything goes. Ugh, for that normally serious teacher to go so far to append a star to the end of her sentence. What? How did you see that? It's just as the rumor said, she's a through and through curry freak.
Rana and Rika-chan are naturally gifted chefs. I've come with thorough preparations. And? Kei-chan, what about you? Hehe.
It's hopeless. In the grand scheme of cooking, peeling the vegetables is the only a small part of it. The hurdles I must overcome are just too numerous and too high. My bar-san over here. Turning around, I saw the voices calling me, belonging to the two underclassmen from earlier, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. What's up, you guys? What's up with that pot? Is that from your group? Switch this with your pot before somebody notices. I think that the curry the girls from our group made, at the very least, is better than what you could make. You guys, for me? Don't get the wrong idea. If you don't win, then that is... Oh, that's right. If I don't win, then the talk of eating Satoko and Rika-chan's curry goes right out the window. Seems like you guys are getting riled up about this too. Sorry, I'm in your debt, but I'm surprised the girls in your group agreed to this. My bar-san, we're also serious about this. Filling in on day duty 3 times, these guys, to assure me victory, have paid the price. That gaze filled with burning conviction from my underclassmen. Yeah, I'm not fighting this alone. I'm fighting this with everyone. Leave it to me. Save me some room, boys. I'll definitely let you eat your fill. We shall be eagerly waiting your victory. Okay. It's a gas stove, so controlling the heat is easy. All that's left is to let it stew a bit. The delicious smell of curry began wafting upwards.
Is there any other stove at this time?
IDK.
Do they have when the electric stove came out?
What year do you think this takes place? I don't know.
Like 1980s, I think it was. 1940s.
Definitely not 40s.
When does Higurashi
Take place.
take place?
It's a historical event. So.
1937.
1937? The fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like there was stoves much earlier than that, though, so...
Oh, sorry. It's yeah, no, it takes place in 1978, 1970s.
Okay, that sounds a little more
Electric
right.
stoves. Speaking of which, why would they have an electric stove just laying around?
Hold on. It says it's a gas stove. Not electric.
I'm saying, like, what other stoves would they have at that time?
Oh, I don't know. Fire? Like, just pure fire on the ground? Or, like, I don't know. The pot gift...
Early 1890s. Okay.
Got it.
We gotta make sure the Higurashi is historically accurate, of course. Otherwise, it would be the
Yeah.
worst game in the world. Because everything else in
This
it
is
is
true.
so... It's like one-to-one with reality.
Yeah, like murder, like children murderers, totally fine.
Oh, Yashido-sama
Those
is like a historical figure. The pot gifted to me by my 2 underclassmen certainly drew some double takes. Rena even looked surprised when she came to take a look, so it must be pretty good. Kei-chan, you're pretty good. It looks like this will be a good match right
pretty
to the bitter
good.
end.
Renan wants to eat Keiichi-kun's goodie.
Rena's curry and Mian's curry too. Everybody's a worthy opponent. I've done my very best, but I'm not sure of the outcome. Keiichi-san, Rika's calling you. Go see what she
He's
wants.
spawning.
What? Rika-chan's calling me? What could it be? Oh, whatever. While I'm at it, I can gather some intelligence on the enemy.
They have 0 brain cells.
Rika-chan was doodling on the ground in front of the pot. Because all that's left is to let it stew. Even then, it's good to know that she doesn't leave the stove unattended. Hey, Rika-chan, how's yours doing?
It's Mr. Curry.
Huh? Rika-chan was doodling something strange and introduced it as Mr. Curry.
Mr. Curry is amazing. He shoots the beams from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Apparently, Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Drawing a beam with a stick, she etched a line towards my feet. Does this mean I've been shot with a laser? Ugh. Barrier! Beam reflect! I took another stick in my hand and reflected the beam, striking Mr. Curry.
Mr. Curry can shoot missiles from his stomach.
Ugh. My bar super electromagnetic barrier. A retaliatory beam. Mr.
Mr. Curry absorbs the beam energy and fires the impulse wave cannon.
Okay, what are we doing right now? Rika-chan and I scratched at the ground, thoroughly engrossed in our doodle war. Wait a moment. Hey, Rika-chan, you called me here for a reason, right?
Yes, I called you, but you already fulfilled my purpose. Wasting your fucking time, bitch.
At that moment, a chill ran up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose? They got me! Headed back to my pot, standing there just as I feared with Satoko. With no questions, I drop kicked the back of her head. Okay. He just drop kicked a 6-year-old. What do you think you're doing? You know better than to do that to a lady's head. Who cares about that? Satsuko, did you mix something with my curry? How impertinent. I haven't fallen that far. Despite what you may think, I'm a fair person, you know. Then what's with this incomprehensible line of ladles and plates? Leaving them all in these unstable positions. What if they fall over? What will you do? At that moment, a gentle breeze blew by, knocking over a ladle that was stood up on its end. The ladle, like a domino, fell over and knocked over the next cooking utensil in a row. Wop, 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 wop. Clink, clink. This is art. Come to think of it, domino world record challenges were quite the rage on television a while back. Kei-chan, the frying pan. I didn't even have time to react. The chain reaction knocked over a cutting board, then a frying pan. The next after that was my... Wait, what was that?
This curry.
My pots.
Or my pot.
No. The fry pan stuck my pot with full force, tipping it over. The contents cruelly spilled out. Now my masterpiece was being sampled by the schoolyard. I stared dumbfounded. It was such a beautiful and elaborate mousetrap that for a moment I lost touch with reality.
Oh my, this is a catastrophe. I didn't do anything, you hear me? Oh ho ho.
At the very last moment, I let my guard down. I ignored the culinary incompetent Satsuko for far too long. Even if she couldn't cook, Satsuko still had this method of fighting back. Just then, Rena, who had been sampling her own pot, let out a scream.
What? Rena's curry is salty? Salty?
Was Rena also sabotaged? Then what about Mion?
My rice is salty. I've been had. Oh ho ho ho. With this, all the obstacles in my way have been taken care of before the fight even begins.
dude, she's gonna like use pre-packaged.
She's gonna use blue Sonic curry in a pack.
Yeah, she's gonna run. She's gonna run out to like
7-Eleven.
99 Ranch. All that effort wasted. So sad. So sad.
Yum yum.
So very, very sad.
Rika-chan and Satsuko rubbed my dumbfounded head to their heart's content. Sorry, I'm eating toast.
Okay.
Yum yum. Ow, I bit my cheek. Owie. Pushing the desks together, it was about time for the meals to be judged. The delicious odor of curry spread throughout the courtyard. The members of the forestry service, to whom we owed our gratitude for their daily work, were guided to their seats. The principal gave a bit of a ceremonial introduction. Next, the teacher expressed her desire for them to judge the curry contest. The men from the forestry service seemed to like that kind of thing and gave her their enthusiastic approval. Well then, is everybody finished? We'll now have all the judges sample your cooking. Everybody in the class brought up their painstakingly made curry and arranged them on the desk. The only club members who managed a decent result were Rika-chan's group. Knowing full well as if it was a failure, Rena plated her curry for the judges. She already knew she was going to get a low score. But at least she was still able to serve hers. Both Mion's and my curry were completely obliterated. Oh, whoops. What? So we couldn't even line them up on the table. The judges started from the curry made by the lower grades. They had a lively discussion, praising the food. Finally, it was our curry's turn. He just like scoops it up off the ground and like it's full of like gravel and sand. Next up is Ryugu-kun's curry. Yes, this looks quite appetizing.
The trick is that in actuality, like his curry was supposed to have a bunch of, it was like a rock curry. Yeah.
It's a delicacy. The principal cheerfully shoved a spoonful of Rena's salty curry into his mouth. Of course, his expression immediately changed.
There's a recent joke in China.
Oh my, what happened, Ryugu-san? It seemed so delicious when you were cooking it. Chia-sensei must have had some expectations, judging from her disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have added a bag of salt by accident.
The rest of the judges grimaced after they each had a bite. I felt sorry for them. Failure is but the seasoning for success. I'm looking forward to next time. Do your best. Saying that, the principal devoured the rest of the oversalted curry in one go. Truly a man amongst men. Okay, wait. Never mind. I got confused because I thought that was the same as the quote-unquote curry freak teacher, and I was like, do they keep switching pronouns for the teacher? But no, it's the principal and the teacher is here.
They're both fucking crazy. Understood.
I see. Rena was down and out. Her offensive capabilities were something else, but she was defeated due to her weak defense.
Well then, please save our curry next. You know, because we didn't sabotage the other ones.
I see that Furude-san's group put a lot of effort into their curry. Let's see here. It's simple, but very nicely done. There was also the incident with Renna's salted curry right before this, so the judge's assessment was extraordinarily high. Maybe not just extraordinary, but perhaps today's forerunner? The judges began a heated debate. One of those judges let out a sigh, and he removed a chunk of carrot with his spoon. Yeah, this kid's curry really isn't half bad. But I don't like carrots, you see. Personally, I think the carrots are a staple of curry. But I guess to each their own. However, seeing that Rika-chan read the nameplate on the chest of his coveralls and began to speak.
That's no good, Kyugi. You have to eat your carrots.
What is she saying all of a sudden? Everybody turned to Rika-chan with a stunned look. But what Rika-chan just did was super effective. The carrot-hating judge began stuffing his face with curry while tears streamed down his face.
Yugi. There's seconds if you want them.
Hello? I'm not reading that. While crying like
Well-
that, he continued to shovel curry into his mouth. That's right. Rika-chan's curry was by no means simple. No, that curry had the taste of a mother's cooking. With the carrot-hating judge out of the picture, Rika-chan's assessment was unanimous. It's like that scene from Ratatouille where the guy, like, takes one bite and gets a flashback to his childhood. That's what I'm envisioning just happened right now.
Yeah. It's like his mother beating him, like while he's eating curry.
While he's eating...
Bringing,
Why would that
it's
be a
bringing back the
good...
memory.
Why would that be a good memory?
It's
Why would
bringing
he
back good
be-
memory.
He's just... Okay.
Oh, nobody can stand up to Rika's curry.
Satoko let off a shrill laugh as she declared victory, but at that moment...
Don't be fooled, my esteemed judges. Don't be deceived into thinking this meager slop is the taste only a mother can provide. What you people actually want to eat was this kind of curry, wasn't it?
Oh. All of a sudden, in all its perfect glory, Mion's curry. Not only the judges, but the teacher, the underclassmen, and of course myself could only gasp in admiration. Hamburg steak with a demi-glace sauce and a fresh salad. It's all set. It wouldn't be stretching it to say that this was a full-course meal. It's perfect. Perfectly made.
Amazing. Mii-chan, you're amazing. Mii-chan, you're amazing.
Satoko was also shocked. Even Rika-chan couldn't hide her surprise. It seemed the victor was decided without even needing a taste. Of course, the Hamburg steak was hand-kneaded. The salad also had home-style dressing, but of professional quality. And the curry, not even a micron of grit. This is sublime. Truly a taste to savor, Sonozaki-san. This curry is no doubt a living testimony to 6,000 years of Indian knowledge in beautiful harmony with Japanese cuisine. I'm elated. This deserves a full marks. I'm giving it 100 points.
You're welcome. I'm just trying to set an example as class representative.
Mion bowed politely, and then winked at us with a smirk on her face.
I admit defeat.
There's no way this is happening. I'm certain I sabotaged that pot of rice.
That's right. Satoko had dumped salt into Mion's rice cooker, which should have ruined it. That moment it hit me, I spun back towards my own canister. That's why! At some point, my cooking canister had been opened, its contents completely emptied. Damn you, Mion! Well, I mean, I guess if your curry's ruined, you won't need your rice anymore. You used my rice!
Yes.
That's no fair! Hand over after your curry! Mion clucked her tongue and waved her finger at me as a smirk washed over her face.
Well there, Keiichi, you're not taking this seriously enough. You gave up at the last moment. I didn't. That's the difference between us.
That's the difference between you and me, Silver.
As soon as you give up, it's all over.
Gah, I couldn't even properly voice my shame.
Mii-chan, I feel sorry for Keiichi-kun. Just give him just at least a little.
It's fine, it's fine. This is a lesson.
Oh, wait. It's fine, it's fine. This is a lesson. Kei-chan just learned that you shouldn't give up on the contest until it's all over, right?
It loads me to say this, but Mion is right. To give up so quickly on the match was my own folly. For Mion to have brought that to my attention, I should actually be thankful to her. Well then, did that mean that even in this situation I shouldn't give up? My curry was overturned while it was still in the pot, and I don't even have any rice left. How in the blazes am I not supposed to lose hope in this situation? My bar-san, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, suddenly appeared. Damn it! Even though my prodigies had tried so hard, I wasn't able to meet their expectations. It was an accident. There was nothing you could do. Both of them were dejected. Gah, I couldn't accept defeat so easily. I was their senior. What would I be if I didn't pick up the broken pieces of the dream I had shown them? I just learned it from
my
Mion just now,
sister?
didn't I? Huh?
My baby sister just left through the window.
She
Can you
left through
grab
the
her?
window?
Yeah.
Wow.
1 second.
I can't believe your sister went through the window.
Hilda! Hilda!
It's toasting time.
Come back! Okay, sorry.
I just learned it from Mion just now, didn't I? Don't throw away the contest. Not till the last moment.
You wanna do it?
Yes, sorry. I'm eating. Think, Keiichi Barbara, think. Not about how to make more curry, about how to win the match. What the... I had an idea. Urethra!
An idea most ingenious.
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. I didn't think it could turn the tables, but it was better than nothing. Tomita-kun, come and wash your hands. Help me out. Okamura-kun, there's something I want you to find. Okay, gotcha. Both of them dispersed after receiving these instructions.
Oh? How is Kei-chan going to flounder about at the end? Why don't you show me? Nobody likes a stubborn fool, you know.
Shut up. Just sit there and watch the last card I have to play. First off, Mion, I'll be taking some of your rice. I won't let you say no.
I don't really care. It's salty after all.
It's okay if Rona helps too, right? Keiichi-kun is in trouble right now.
Hearing you say that is very reassuring. Well then, Rena, go make some tea.
Oh, how he doesn't trust me. I sorry.
Next, Satoko. Also, Rika-chan. I challenge you to a side bet.
What did you say?
We'll listen to your request.
This was my duty to my two prodigies who had shed blood, sweat, and tears for my sake. Satoko, Rika-chan, if I receive a perfect score, I'll be taking your curry. Nothing for you to eat.
You need to know when to stop joking around. I'll be giving a big no to that. No, it's alright, Satoko. Take him up on it.
Firmly patting the top of Satoko's head, Mion said those words with all the gravitas of a club president.
You handicapped him this much, didn't you? There's no way he can make up for that. So meet him head on. No matter how hard he struggles, he's not going to make a comeback, right? That may be true, but...
I don't mind. Keiichi, go for it. Yay!
Yay! Yay!
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yay! Yay!
The judges, seemingly growing tired of sampling the various curries, were debating each entry.
From what little I overheard, it seemed that Mion's impending victory was not in question. By the way, what happened to my Barakun's curry? I still haven't tried it yet. Yeah, the pot with my curry in it fell over. Is that so? That's a real shame. I may have lost my curry, but that doesn't mean I've lost this contest. I'll have everybody singing my praises. My combative posturing had drawn the attention of all the judges. First of all, just be quiet and eat these, please. I'll listen to your complaints after that. This is my cooking. My Barakun, that's... onigiri, huh? The judges smiled wryly at the simple fare that was quite in contrast to the preceding bravado. Rena poured tea into the cups she had brought over from the break room.
He's making a mockery of this. There, look. There's not even any filling. It's nothing more than salted onigiri. This isn't even worthy of being called a contest anymore.
It's true, but the amount of salt might be a little bit... might be a little too much, but...
Rena's expression told me that she thought this was a great idea, but it still might not be enough to win the match. My Bara-san, is this really enough to make a comeback? Gentlemen, you did well. It's alright. Just watch. The judges were chewing with their mouths full and sipping at the tea. Nobody was singing praises or awestruck. They were just quietly chowing down.
It seems that Keiichi has learned how to use some rather underhanded tricks. This might be difficult.
Yeah, that's right. Rena understands that now too.
Well, what do you
Are
mean?
you sure?
Why is everybody just quietly eating that much?
You see, Satoko-chan, that's because the judges are actually tired of eating curry. You know, actually, I was thinking that in my head. I was like, after like trying everybody's curry, wouldn't they start to get full? And they would all kind of start to taste the same after a while, I feel like. Somewhat, maybe not.
Usually you have some kind of palate cleanser, like water, and then...
Well, yes, but I just mean after trying like 15 children's curries, it would get tiresome. Because the judges, they were judges, they had to sample each and every offering. Because they were from small children, because they were made to show their appreciation, they couldn't eat just a little bit of each. Sometimes a man values the amount more than the taste. At those times, rather than rich, mind-blowing flavor, they crave simplicity. They couldn't say it out loud, but this was the tastiest thing they've had today. I confirmed that by looking at their eyes as the judges smiled wryly. I'll praise your efforts, but today's contest was about curry. Not sure we could give a score to this. The teacher and the principal had folded their arms while they pondered the situation. My underling, seeing that, saw the small glimmer of hope fade away and grew dejected. Arg, was this little surprise just not enough?
Don't give up, Kei-chan.
Mion whispered quietly. That's right, if I didn't push here. No, I'll have you give it a score. If you think that curry and onigiri are really that different, you're sorely mistaken. Huh? My Barakun, what are you saying? How are they the same? The principal stopped at the teacher. It looked like he was giving me one final chance. The judges have eaten their fill, quietly waiting for my statement. In its homeland of India, curry is usually eaten with a type of bread called naan, isn't it? Therefore, you could say that... Oh, whoops.
Stop.
What did I just do? Return... No, stop that. There we go. Therefore, you could say that this cuisine we call curry rice is something that we have adopted and modified. Just as the teacher said. At the beginning, it's a fusion of Indian and Japanese cuisine. I know what you're trying to say, my Barakun, but what does that have to do with onigiri? It's actually very simple. Both curry and onigiri are made to let you enjoy eating rice. Rice was introduced to Japan from ancient China. Our agricultural forebears watered the fields, fighting the elements, disease, and pests to grow, and raise our rice-centric culture. Yes, the Japanese people have formulated a plethora of dishes, but those were nothing more than attempts to find ways to enjoy eating rice. In other words, curry and onigiri are both the results of rice culture.
I think this guy's stupid.
Yeah, I
This guy
still don't
forgot
think it
about
counts.
Italy.
Italy. But it's still a curry competition at the end of the day. I don't think they should score
Yeah,
him. It was scattered at
Yeah,
first.
It's like him. It's like him pulling out like fucking like butter chicken and just winning the competition. I guess it's
Does
technically
that-
curry. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, that would work.
like, that would work way more than just plain rice. Like, it was scattered at first, but slowly grew into a steady roar. It was a thunderous applause that praised me.
Enough with the nonsense already. I won't accept this. The teachers are only judging curry, you know. This is out of the question. It obviously deserves 0 points.
Miss Keiichi-kun did his best.
Satoko cells seething at Keiichi Chads.
Do you please acknowledge that? No, we won't acknowledge you. You're not real.
Fuck you, Keiichi. Today's class was supposed to be about curry. What should we do? Mion, stifling her laughter, stepped forward.
There's a story about how when a Michelin 3-star chef from France came to Japan, the people from the hotel he was staying at had a whole bunch of ingredients from France imported, but the chef didn't even give them a second glance.
I wonder why that was. They were ingredients from his homeland.
The chef went to the local fish market and made a dish from the fresh fish caught in Japan. The culture of food isn't bound by predetermined rules. It's culture. If you come to Japan, you meld with Japanese culture and make something new. That's how curry and onigiri are the same.
Mion.
But-
She was
but-
providing
but-
fire support. I
but-
had to be grateful. Yeah, but it's still a curry
The curry
competition,
is-
so...
Yeah, it's still curry competition. Also, yeah, technically, but at the same time, like, curry was from India, or like
Yeah.
all the spices and that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this
I've,
fucking blows.
I've honestly eaten more Japanese-style curry than I have Indian-style, but they're
You know,
pretty different.
I barely have eaten Japanese curry. I think I think pretty much the first and only time was that time that I had remember how I went to that one place nearby you, and they got
Maybe.
huh?
Maybe.
Check your DMs.
Yo, mama.
I went to that place nearby our CVS. And then it was like curry with it was curry with katsu, and then I
Mm.
gave you like half of it. You put egg
Oh,
on
the one
top.
that...
That
That didn't have any
how
curry in
albino.
it. Hello, albino tailgater. That one that you gave
I-
me and Marshmallow, that the one with the egg and the noodle and stuff that you didn't like because it was
No.
crispy, or
No.
because it wasn't
No,
crispy.
no.
Or a different
that
one.
that was the other one. I was referring to specifically the one next by
Oh, the one that you got instead.
No, I'm referring to
Or-
the one in, near CVS. One day I got curry there, and then I
Wow.
gave some to you when I walked by your house.
I don't. Oh yeah, that time when you gave me your leftovers.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that
That
was,
was
like,
the
the
only
time that I
time?
had. One of the only, yeah, cause like I love Indian food. I love Indian food right now. Oh,
Hmm.
NASCAR. Don't like
Nice.
NASCAR.
NASCAR, fast car.
Anyways, yeah, that was like the only time I really had it.
I've been really liking it lately. Wait, I'm gonna also send you a restaurant name. Sort of.
It's really a restaurant name that just sounds
yeah,
like
it's
a place.
technically-
It just sound like
it's-
the
Well, it's you don't know where that is? You've never been there? It's like near it's
near
the-
Automata. I think so.
I don't know, but it's like it's basically there's a bunch of restaurants in there and they opened this like this like
Oh,
Japanese
Like a food court? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, there's like they have both
Indian food and Japanese food in there, and that's where like the only burgers that I will eat is in that place. But anyways, they opened recently.
It's the big fuck off building that they're working. Yeah.
Yes. But recently they opened a quote unquote Japanese Western fusion and they have a lot of curry dishes. It's really good.
Dog, we never go to that fucking location because it's like, it's so
Cause it's
out
far
of the
away.
way. We went there for Old fucking Navy once.
Yeah. I go there very frequently with my grandma, actually, but
That's fucking, that's good for you. Fuck you though.
meow. The judges were somehow moved by this complicated yet baseless trivia. A stern look washed over the teacher's faces as she refolded her arms. My Barakun, your pot of curry was flipped over, wasn't it? Even though I said at the beginning to be careful. I'm sorry.
That's my,
Wah.
yeah. Wow.
But, as my Barakun and Sonozaki-san said, there are no boundaries in cuisine. If it's something that can amaze people, then it's not something that should be discriminated
This
against
is like,
just because of the form. Then, for spilling you pot, minus 20 points, but just for today, for not giving up and doing your best, plus 20 points. I'll give you 100 points. What the
What the fuck? But it's not curry. It's an onigiri.
My Bara-san, we
these
did
people are
it.
Stupid.
My underclassman leapt at me. A perfect score. We did it. We did it. The curry was spilt and our rice was taken, but we made a comeback. In the end, Rika-chan's curry also received full marks, so everybody but Rena had a perfect score. Since this contest
Rena.
was outside the fuck Rena, the scope of regular club activity, there wasn't any particular penalty game. Rena breathed a sigh of relief. Now then, as promised, Satsuko, Rika-chan, I'll be taking your curry.
But that means we won't have any lunch. Wah.
Satsuko stomped angrily at the ground in frustration, but the price of defeat was absolute. Is what I wanted to say, but I'll show you some mercy. You can eat half.
Thank you, Keiichi.
My two prodigies peered over from the sidelines, tears of joy streaming from their faces. We exchanged glances that would only be understood amongst men. We did it, my Bara-san. This is all thanks to you. We flashed each other thumbs up. Now, I just have to give these to my pupils. I've gotten pretty hungry myself. I guess I'll have one of my onigiri. Wait, huh? There's no trace of my onigiri. The ones I had set aside for myself included. As I peered around searching for them, the principal clapped a hand on my shoulder. Gahaha. When I was listening to that speech you gave, the rice I was chewing grew even more delicious. Gahaha. Could it be that you also ate my share? Gahaha. The principal simply laughed without answering. Seriously? My eyes half brimming with tears and my stomach rumbling. I was called over by the teacher.
You're crying. You make Keiichi-kun cry. You ate his fucking shit.
Huh. My Barakun, because of the circumstances, I had to give you a perfect score, but you understand, right? Huh? Understand what? There was an odd glint in the teacher's eyes. If I had to describe it, it was curry-colored. Like a pot of stewing curry, her eyes whirled around in a spiral.
Unfortunately, we cannot see her because she wasn't given a Sprite.
Rip. A chill washed over me. The teacher clutched me by the shoulder and drew me in closer till our noses were almost touching. Curry is this world's most respected and sacred of dishes. I will absolutely not allow it to be put in the same category as onigiri. You hear me? Curry was created in ancient India, one of the 4 great river valley civilizations, and was raved about during the reign of King Ashoka in Lavastu for the birth of Shekia at the International Food Expo. Michelin twirly, even the Eiffel Tower was pickled in shimmering curry, turmeric, whether you were asleep or awake. Curry. Okay.
This curry is an eyesore. This curry. This
Hey,
curry.
Keiichi-san,
This
what are you
curry.
stumbling around for? Cleaning up is part of cooking too.
Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all curried. Why is that? Why?
Curry. Ha ha ha.
Yikes, she got him, huh?
Oh, this is what.
It's
this is
okay,
what
he'll
makes him
act
go
normal by
yandere.
Tomorrow.
This is like this is, the,
This
this is like where
is
he
what
starts murdering everyone.
this is where he grabs the bat Probably. It wasn't that long before the hunger brought me back to my senses.
I always think that the Higurashis are going oop boop 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 boo.
Possessed by the spirit of Monokuma.
Don't summon her. Don't summon Marshmallow.
Oh, I thought I thought you were assigning she/her pronouns to Monokuma. Don't summon her. Yeah, Slay?
I mean,
Technically,
not to envelop spoilers, but
yeah, technically it's Junko, so I mean, he, she, pronouns Monokuma
what?
is
No,
canon?
you shouldn't be spoiling a game that came out like
it came
15
out
years,
like
14
15 years
how-
ago.
Yeah, 15. God fucking damn it! I feel so old when I hear like these dates.
God, there are children on the internet with Twitter accounts that are younger than Danganronpa right now.
Well, first of all, Twitter's a sin. We should never use.
But they're there, and I've seen it. It's
they
it's
there.
a fucked up world
their
up
pronouns.
there. They was pronouns.
They
The
what?
end. All the onigiri was eaten by the principal, so I had to make do without lunch.
Then was.
Skipping lunch, I never knew the afternoon could be so long and painful. A feeling other than drowsiness made me space out.
Are you alright, Keiichi-kun? That's why I said you shouldn't eat Rena's curry.
As if I could eat this curry with enough salt in it to make my blood pressure rise by just looking at it. It's what I said as I initially refused. I could only regret it. The hunger, the stomachache.
Well, well. You did a good job making it through. Your absolutely hopeless situation, that is. Kei-chan, you're pretty strong when you're cornered, huh?
I don't need any compliments right now. I need food. He just starts eating me on...
There's something for you to eat at home, right?
We don't keep snacks lying around at home. And I'm out of cup noodles right now.
Uh-huh. Since you're enduring that hunger so much right now, I'm sure tonight's dinner will be really tasty.
I had absolutely no intention of laughing along.
Well then, I'll take my leave. I have my part-time job again today. It's really rough when you're not used to the work.
That job at Angel Mort's family restaurant, huh? The uniform was somewhat stimulating. How... Why did Keiichi just howl?
Why? What does Keiichi mean by this?
Possessed by Renovirus? Being a waitress really is hard work.
Michan's working as a waitress? Really? Really? Can I watch? What kind of place is it? How?
No, I'm working at that toy store from the other day. Shion is the waitress.
Ah, my bad. I completely forgot that's how it ended up being. I'm sorry, you guys look so similar, I mixed you up.
Keiichi-kun, who's Shion?
Brenna asked the obvious question. Mion's younger twin sister. She's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer for Mion.
That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Shion has a cold and scary personality.
I think that when you guys were born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl.
They look the
Kei-chan.
same! They look the
Rena interjected as her eyes darted back and forth from our exchange.
I just watched the first season of Doro. Doro de Doro.
Daughter,
And
hey,
one of the
daughter.
more it's like how do I explain
I think
it?
I've seen that. Is that the one with
Uh,
the muscly woman?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I watched that. That is a really good anime. I really like the background design and like the world building. But
Schley.
one thing that has like gets repeated again and again and it's kind of really fucking annoying, is like the amount of times you say like you're a girl to like to like I don't want to say Ibuki. I'm trying to remember their fucking name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Noi, and get and the and like the Reaper girl gets that a lot, and I'm sitting there going like
What the hell?
like yeah, no, it's like it's pretty. You could tell by the voice and like the general build of like it's Noi is a little bit ambiguous, but
Yeah.
it's especially apparent on like on the other girl. It's just I'm sitting there going like this is pissing me off, but it happens like 5 times.
That happened to
Point is-
Sakura and Danganronpa too. Even though she's like
Really?
wearing a skirt. Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
remember that part
it's-
where Ishimaru was like, Aoi and Sakura sharing a room is indecent because it's a boy and a girl, and Sakura's like, I'm a girl, and he was like, oh, sorry. Lesbianism is okay then.
It's just like I don't fucking know, man. It's just so stupid.
Yar.
Okay, Rena.
Read it.
Oh,
Swine.
Is that true? Rena never met her. Mi-chan, did you ever tell me you had a younger sister?
Shion's existence was already being exposed as a cover-up. I couldn't help Mion out here. I could only have her end this charade.
Oh yeah, I still haven't introduced her to you, Rena. My younger sister's name is Shion.
I don't know. I didn't ask. I never met her when I went to Mi-chan's house. That's
Yeah,
because she's a
that.
clone.
You know, I'm the one that lives with Granny. Shion lives at the family home in Okinomiya. We're not that close, so yeah, she doesn't come over here too often.
Rena's face wasn't sure indicated she wasn't sure if she was convinced. She was usually a bit of an airhead, but she was unusually sharp when it came to these kinds of things.
Well, it's not a lie. Please believe me.
She said,
Yeah, I believe you.
a smile suddenly blossomed on Rena's face.
Rena wants to meet her. I'll go see. And see her sometime. What store is she working at? What store?
That is...
She's getting more tangled in her little web.
It's funny because apparently, according to what we learned, Shion is real, so...
I could tell that Mion was getting increasingly frantic. I wanted to help her out, but it was hard for an outsider to butt in on family issues.
Sorry, I have to get to work later. Rena, Kei-chan, see you tomorrow.
Unilaterally ending the conversation, Mion headed home. No matter how you looked at it, she was running away. We'll just label this one as an emergency escape.
Mi-chan was kind of cute. I wonder why.
Rena giggled in amusement. I wonder when dinner is. Would lying down be the best way to conserve energy? I sprawled in the entryway without even taking off my shoes. Bruh. As I was losing the last vestiges of my consciousness, the doorbell rang. Seemed I had a guest. Come on in, it's open. I directed my listless voice at the door. Shion?
Eh?
Good afternoon, huh? Kei-chan, what are you doing? It seemed my guess was Mion, or rather, Shion. She seemed shocked when she saw me sprawled out in the entryway. Is that Shion? Wait, why? I thought Shion's existence was an illusion that was limited to when Mion was at the restaurant. That's why I never considered that Shion would appear here. I heard from my sister because of club activities today that you weren't able to eat lunch, right? Yeah, it was a lot of trouble. Satsuko spilled my pot and stole my rice. You stole my rice. But I'm Shion. She grew red and began to mope. That's right, she was the younger twin right now. Sorry. What's up? Did you bring something for me to eat? Oh my. It's somehow disappointing that you hit the nail right on the head, but here... With a disappointed smile, Shion held out the small bento box she had hidden behind her back. Huh? You really brought something to eat? Thanks. There was still
You
some
really
of the
can
ground
eat?
beef left over from my...
Wow.
He knows how. From what my sister brought to school. I knew it was going to be right before dinner, but I wondered if you'd want it. Am I bothering you? Not even a little bit. I'm really happy. Can I really eat this? Sneaky look inside the box. To say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. Saying that, she pouted cutely and made a motion as if to snatch the box back. There were some times that had made me doubt that she was the same person as Mion, and this was undoubtedly one of those moments. I don't mind at all. I want to chow down on it with thanks from the bottom of my heart. It's not something to be so thankful about that your nose has to run. Shion, who thought that I might not take the bento, looked down happily. There's not much, but do you want to come in? I could probably make some tea or something. Sorry, maybe some other time. I'm on my way to work. Oh, that's right. She did say that before. Just rinse the box out with water and give it back to my sister tomorrow, please. Of course. It would only be the proper thing to do after being allowed to eat something that looks this delicious. Well then, I take my leave. One last thing. Shion grew red again as she looked down once more. During that contest with the curry, my sister took your rice without permission, right? My sister fools around too much, so sometimes she gets carried away. She wasn't doing it just to be mean. Hey, it's not like I mind that too much. There are no grudges when it comes to club activities, after all. In fact, I should be the one that's thankful for all these thrills and entertainment. Could you tell me on that for me? Yes, I think my sister will be very happy to hear that. Well then, I have to go. Shion smiled brightly. After bowing deeply, she left as she looked at her watch. I'm happy, but is this really okay? I looked at the bento box she left behind. A faint warmth spread through the palm of my hand. If it were Mion, I could see the hot sauce, mustard, maybe even a needle being mixed in. But really, I don't think she would go far as to putting a needle in there. Right. I opened the box once again and hesitantly tasted a bit. I took a bite, and another. There's no funny business. There's no danger at all, for it was delicious. That's right, that was Shion, not Mion, so there shouldn't have been anything to worry about. I rushed back to my room, eating as I gave my thanks. It was so delicious that my stomach could cry. Shion, no, Mion. When she heard I was so hungry I could die, she brought this over to me. It was delicious to the last bite. By the way, nothing strange had been mixed in. I was a bit embarrassed at myself for being so skeptical.
This is you, color.
Why? What? Why would that be me?
DM.
Should I start suspecting that you put poison when you give me your leftovers?
Yeah, of course. I feel like that I'm very untrustworthy. Anyways, look at your DM.
Okay. This man is too woke. We shall boil him in oil. That is a traffic cone. Okay.
That's you.
Which one? Which one is supposed to be me? The traffic cone? I'm the traffic cone. Okay.
You're too woke. We should.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's a color.
Now I will eat toast.
What?
I am
Oh.
toast eating.
That's fucking.
Hello, Jay.
crazy.
Why did you not read the new tip? We kind of haven't
We
really
don't read
been reading any of the
tips.
tips. I'm sorry.
Because it already takes so long to do the chapters, or like the mainline chapters. They're doing the extra tips where it just feels like more like of the same. Kind of just feels a
Well,
little bit.
I mean, I kind of just figured it was like just extra like world building or character building stuff,
I
or just
think
like
it's
little fun
basically what it
facts.
is.
Yeah, like unless there's something like really important that you think we should see in there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
I think we read one of them.
That's
Uh,
stupid. Okay.
Bro lol, don't bro lol me.
According
What?
to a lot of people online,
Hmm.
the tips are relevant to the scene that they just played. And it also gives you extra info that's like important.
Yeah, but it's
let's
still
be
extra,
real,
right?
it's extra content, but it's pretty relevant.
I mean, I haven't felt like
At
I've
the
been
same
missing
time,
anything.
I don't really wanna. I'd go on them on my own time, but I don't know if it's like. I don't
I
know.
mean, the way I've been thinking about it is kind of like sometimes mangas have extra like little comics at the end where they like explain something that might not have been like extremely clear during the main story. And they're like kind of comedic, but like where it adds extra context, but like you don't have to read them technically.
These
Just like
actually
little
do.
things like that. Really?
Apparently they are. Yeah, apparently they are important.
Like in
Which
what
is
way?
funny,
Because
'cause
I haven't felt
provides
like I've missed anything.
it provides like context for what's happening on like the overall story.
I mean,
You know
yeah, but
how
that's basically what I said. Extra context is not necessarily
no,
essential.
I mean like for like what's really going on, you know what I mean?
What, like, the underlying darkness?
Yeah.
Really? Well, I mean, if they really wanted us to read them, like, they could have explained that. Let me take a look for a second.
Dude, visual novels are fucking. Have you? You know how visual novels fucking like blow when it comes to this kind of stuff? Or like
I don't know.
we've been missing out
Should I
for like
just,
the
like,
very first
really...
chapter as well.
Oh, true.
Oh,
And
yeah.
should I just, like, go through these quickly without, like, reading them out loud? Okay, I'm just gonna, like, go through these really quick. Let me just see.
I think that's kind of like the issue with stuff that has like extra content that is pretty important. Like in the new release of 999, they had two modes instead of having, because they can't have a dual screen mode. They had
Yeah.
novel mode and like another mode. Or like the point is that they had the two different modes, and it's just most people just stick to one mode because like why would they ever go to the other? They just like find the one that they like the most and they pick that. And that's not how it's supposed to be played at all. And 999 the 99 remaster fucking ruined it. It was bad.
I see. Oh, I think I heard about that on Twitter. Jay
Uh,
said these are probably not important.
I played through 999 normally on the DS. So playing it on the fucking hearing out the remaster and seeing all about it is just Man, that twist at the end was really good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like the very first tip we ever saw was nothing. Nothing was added. Like it was just more expanse. So the fact that they are important.
Yeah, it kind of just, like, I don't know. It seemed like just extra stuff, so, use 07th
It
mod.
seems like generally
What is
extra
that
stuff,
about?
but then apparently some are important, and like you have to pay attention to that. Yeah, Jay says here that like read new tips when things get serious, but like
I guess. What does the 07th mod do? What is that for? I'm just playing the Steam thing. I don't think I could download mods, really. Nor would I
I mean
really.
that you're on PC, you bitch. Of course you're able
So,
to.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
dumbass.
can you mod something
Hey.
you are playing through Steam?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, dude. Steam is like the main platform for gaming. Of course you can mod. You can hell, did you know that you can with a lot of games you can just like take the file and play it without Steam?
Yeah,
Like
but I
you get
mean, that's what I like kind of was thinking, like, if you mess with like the files, would playing it through Steam not work
no,
anymore?
they
Or
don't
would you have to play
care.
it
They
without
don't give a
Steam?
shit. It isn't a console.
Okay.
Um,
07th mod. Objectively better in what way?
yeah. Um,
Okay, so all I'm learning so far is that Mian has a lot of uncles, and they are all working in in various shops.
okay.
Maybe just
So it
every
pretty
shop
much
just
so
run by one of
it's
her uncles. It's what?
so the O7 mod just expands the amount of options you're given for how the game looks and plays. Primarily like it adds like the console voice acting
Oh,
and
voice acting. Hmm.
the console voice acting, the sprites that aren't available on the Steam edition, because it's like some are only on the console.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Um, you can
I
you
want
can
to play
change
with
the music
these.
from the. I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, the point is
Yeah,
that it gives you the options. It's like the different sprites we have in this version.
right.
Um,
I don't know. I think
yeah,
we've
it's
been
pretty much the
managing.
only way to play the. Wait. One of the Reddit comments is funny. Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to play the game unless you're one of the freaks of nature that prefer the original art.
Oh, hell yes. What's wrong with this art? It's extremely endearing to me. I genuinely like this art style.
it it's it's not it's not technically great, but I also agree. It's really
It's so
it does give off
soulful.
good vibes. Yeah, it's so how
Bad endings from console. I didn't know that there was multiple endings, but I guess that would make
Okay, I
sense.
always wonder what the
But
fuck like what is the but like I don't know. Like I always hear this bad ending part. You're not given choices ever. Like how does that
what the heck? You're not supposed to download it while playing through a chapter. Because if you load it a save, it jumps you to a random part. Okay, well, I'm just gonna
think it's
go
not-
back to it. It's not what.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I think even if it adds like removes the black bars and like you know it just gives it a better resolution. I don't think it really. It's a fucking it's a visual novel, and we've been doing this for like what a good 30 hours now. How long have we been streaming Higurashi?
For like a year.
3 years actually.
Oh, true. I mean, we technically, like,
I mean,
stopped at
on and
some
off
point,
breaks.
but...
On and
yeah.
off breaks, but like, I don't really care about like you know changing anything about how we're currently watching.
Yeah.
The bad
having fun.
endings. Yeah. This is like the only time. This is like the only time that I'm like, I don't really give a shit about mods.
Mm-hmm. I might have explained this before,
wait,
but...
wait, actually,
Hmm?
wait. There
What?
actually is something. This might be interesting to you.
Ah,
So the Steam version of Higurashi actually doesn't use the original tracks that came with the main visual novel. So, it doesn't use the original soundtrack. According to a lot of people, the original soundtrack is much better.
I see. Well, I feel like... I don't know. All of these, things that we're talking about are, like... If we really want to experience it, like, we can look it up on our own time. Or something,
Yeah,
which...
I
But,
am
I
actually
mean, I
kind of
get it.
interested in the voice acting.
I get it from a viewer perspective.
Yeah, I am actually
And,
interested in the original voice acting, but
Yeah, but for the voice acting, it's like... We wouldn't really be able to read it ourselves.
Not voice acting. Not voice acting. Not voice acting. Not voice acting. The point is that you can. I think the point is that it's a very modular mod, but because
Yeah.
you can just turn off the voice acting. The main point is like, the main point for me is just the only real positive is just the music, because it's not using the original like
Yeah,
tracks.
I guess our... Let me move the chat
That's
over
it.
here. Phys... I might have explained this before, but phys ed at our school is really just an exercise in disorder. After some random warm-ups, the rest of the time is spent doing whatever. You're free to cause a ruckus or just fall asleep. I'm not really sure, but doesn't the Board of Education have sort of curriculum for this? Something like, when you're this old, you should have this amount of physical ability?
I have no idea what you're saying, Keiichi-san. It's rather difficult to understand.
Well, you see, it's like a rule for the teachers to follow during class.
Ahaha. Maybe you weakling city folk need something like that. But do you really think us country-raised kids would lag behind in physical ability?
We're better athletes than you think, Keiichi. I'm sorry.
Come to think of it, they might be right. If we all lined up for a race, there's a good chance I'd finish dead last if I didn't start off well. Let's just pray that when a brutal penalty game is at stake, the 100-mile dash isn't or 100 I don't actually know, isn't a club activity. On that note, I watched too much television, so I'm fantastically tired. I'll be using this time to catch up on my sleep. It's fourth period and I'm completely starved. If I don't sleep now, when will I ever? As I began to sprawl out on top of a pipe, Mion grabbed me by the collar.
Tisk tisk. Do you really think I'd let you sleep in peace and quiet?
With that look on your face, it'd require more courage to try and take a nap than not. Good grief. Which means, is this going to start again?
Now, just killing time with idle chit-chat until the bell rings is impossible for us hot-blooded youth, isn't it? Shall we start a club activity?
Just as I thought, it's come to this.
What's today's game? Now that this is happening, taking a nap is impossible. Not just that, with this sleep-deprived head of mine, I'm just as good as mincemeat. I have to get my brain into gear.
Rena thinks that we should start the day penalty game before we start.
No more maid outfits, please.
Hee hee hee. Rena knows what's up. I've prepared something super special today.
She began to announce the cruel penalty game with a grand spinning flourish. But before she could do that...
I'm sorry, I have something I wanted to do.
Of all people, is
She's gonna,
Rika-chan
pull
announcing
out-
her
yeah,
non-participation.
She's pulling out a gun to kill Keiichi.
Thank God.
Finally,
Even rare
game's
events do
over.
eventually occur. Losing her timing, Mion spun like a top as she tumbled to the ground.
What? Huh? What's the matter? Are you not feeling well?
Oh, that's right, Mi-chan. She has. Alright. Oh, that's right, Mi-chan. She has to practice for the WATANAGASHI.
That's right. It's this Sunday. Rika is in the middle of a super serious training right now.
I've been working too hard lately, so my arms hurt.
I see. Well, there's nothing that can be done. There's no point in doing anything if we can't get everybody together. Today, let's just take it easy.
I'm sorry, but I'll try my best. Yeah, good luck! We'll be cheering you on.
When Mion announced that today's club activity was cancelled, Rika-chan and Satsuko headed off behind the school building. Only I was left alone, completely clueless as to what everybody was talking about. What was that about? Is Rika-chan training for a competition or something?
Rika-chan is a shrine maiden for the WATANAGASHI, so she has to perform a ritual dance. It's practice for that.
Why don't you explain things in order? First of all, what is this Watanagashi? Next, what do you mean by shrine
we
maiden?
never got to this
Last,
part,
what do you
so
mean
this
by
is where
ritual
it is in the
dance?
story.
Yerp.
Do we have
Huh?
to do the song and dance every time?
Maybe, probably.
Didn't you get the notice at your house, Kei-chan? Wasn't it written there? The Watanagashi festival is this Sunday. Huh?
Come to think of it, I have a feeling Mom did say something about it during dinner the other day. The oh wait, I think maybe this is Rena.
The WATANAGASHI festival is a festival that happens at the shrine on a Sunday every June. It's very lively. Wow, that's a very
I
roundabout.
see. But Watanagashi sounds like a pretty strange name for it. Is it something like the Lantern Festival, where they have a memorial for the dead by floating things down the river?
Ooh, I figured you might guess right, Kei-chan. Watanagashi, or Cotton Drift Festival, is what the name implies, where we set cotton adrift down the river.
The con, you see, is from futons or jackets. It's so it's be something like a futon memorial. They also pile futons on the up on the altar.
I've heard of people leaving their offerings of things like needles or kitchen knives to their ancestors or casualties of war, but an offering of futons is a first for me. What's the history behind that? Mion tilted her head pensively.
I don't think there's a complicated backstory to it. The winters around here are pretty harsh, so things like warm futons and coats to ward off the cold are fairly important, I guess.
I see. In other words, it's something like giving things to the futons that took care of you during the winter then. Then the Shrine Maiden holds a memorial service for them and set them adrift. That's what the Watanagashi is. Mion and Rena indicated that I had the correct answer with a round of applause.
And you see, the shrine maiden performing the memorial is Rika-chan. This has no bearing on the plot whatsoever.
Oh? So Rika-chan is the Shrine Maiden. Now that you mention it, Rika-chan does have a mystical air about her.
Right? Rika-chan in the Shrine Maiden outfits. How so cute!
Certainly does seem like it would suit her. Yeah, it might be cute. I finally get what you're saying. Rika-chan's training is for her performance as a Shrine Maiden, then.
That would be it. The Shrine Maiden has to purify a number of futons as part of the ceremony. It's practice for that. It's a lot of hard work.
The Shrine Maiden has to carry a large ceremonial hoe as a part of the rite. It's really heavy for Rika-chan.
Oh, Rika-chan is pretty small. Exactly how heavy is that hoe?
Oh, it's pretty heavy enough that Rika-chan has to practice with a mochi mallet.
Wait a minute. That's way too heavy. Forget about Rika-chan, that'd be rough even for me.
It's a sacred ceremonial hoe. If she drops it by accident, it'll be big trouble.
Well, it's a Who's saying this? Let me see.
Okay, well, it's a once a year kind of deal. All we could do is cheer from the sidelines. It'll be okay. She pulled it off last year.
Really? Then the least I can do is cheer her on. Even something that little would help, right? I was rather curious about how exactly she practiced. Mion laughed as she shook her head.
Leave her alone. If you go, Rika-chan will get all cute and won't be able to practice.
Huh? I didn't quite understand what Mion was saying.
You see, Rika-chan doesn't like showing people how hard she works, okay? So just leave her be.
Even the always cool and aloof Rika-chan has times where she sweats while giving it her all. Because she was always so well put together, she didn't want people to see an ungainly side of her. It's not like I couldn't understand that feeling. All I could do is pray for her success, huh? Do your best, Rika Furude. I am cheering for you. Well then. I climbed up onto the pipe and plopped down on my side. That cannot be comfortable.
What?
What?
Oh, I see. I have no clue what he's actually doing.
He's trying to sleep on a pipe? But I was like, that you'd be better off sleeping on the floor than a pipe. Hooray, Rika-chan. In order to transmit more of my psychic waves of encouragement, I'll be entering a meditative state now.
So you're just gonna sleep after all?
The lackadaisical noontime ended up giving way to mind-numbing afternoon classes. Rebounding from yesterday's hunger, I ate too much for lunch today, leaving me in a horrible condition. I might have gorged myself a bit too much. I'll have to endure afternoon classes.
Ah, Keiichi-kun, you had an amazing appetite today.
Basically, you always eat like a pig, but today was on a whole different level.
Yesterday I skipped lunch, right? That hunger just soaked right in. This time, no matter how much I ate, my hunger knew no bounds.
I get you. But really, Kei-chan, you always finish your lunch down to the last bite. Heck, even down to the last grain of rice.
With food, you show your appreciation for the person who made it by eating it, you know? If you leave any behind, it's rude to the person who put in all that effort. Hearing that, Mion's eyes momentarily widened with surprise, followed by a cool laugh.
Kei-chan, really, at first glance you seemed unruly and irresponsible, but you're actually pretty conscientious. Well-disciplined or something like that.
Ah, yeah, Rena thinks so too. Keiichi-kun is a lot kinder than he looks.
How does he look? Both of them were probably trying
Well,
to
we've seen him before,
compliment
right?
me. Well, yeah,
Looks
but
gay.
he doesn't really look very kind. I'll give her that. He looks interesting.
He looks interesting.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Both of them were probably trying to compliment me, but I had a strange feeling I wasn't being complimented at all.
That's not true. I just wanted to say that there's a big gap between your appearance and your personality.
And I'm saying that's not a compliment. Hey, Sonozaki-san, Maibara-san, we're in the middle of class. How far did you get, Sonozaki-san? Bring your notes up here. Startled, Mion vocalized a rather easy-to-understand utterance. She was so enthralled by the conversation, she had stopped working completely.
Doing alright.
You haven't progressed at all. You're in the highest grade, so you have to shape up. That Mion, it looks like she's getting lectured. Poor bastard.
Oh, actually, appearances might be the opposite of reality. Uh-oh. I think they're trying to.
You say some interesting things. Responding to Rena's seemingly profound statement, I turned my gaze to where Satoko was, happily studying together with Rika-chan. Are you saying that brat Satoko is actually really meek? If I went by what Rena literally said, then that would be the case. I could hardly imagine Satoko being meek and gentle like a girl in some fairy tale. Oops.
Okay.
Satoko-chan has been quite been rude lately, but just a while ago she was pretty different. She acted really spoiled and always, yep. I'll keep this secret from Satoko-chan, okay?
That's Satoko acting so cute? For Satoko to play coy, I think that would have to be some part of some large calculated plot. Even if she was to hide behind someone, I wouldn't think it was because she was attached to them. But since it came up, I tried to imagine a gentle and coquettish Satoko. Hey, Satoko.
What is it, Oni-sama?
Satoko smiled cutely and walked towards me. By the way, for every 3 steps forward Satoko took, for some reason I took 3 steps away.
Huh? Oni-sama, why are you running away?
Sorry, Satoko, for you to approach me with an affectionate smile on your face. I just have to think it's some sort of trap.
That's so mean. Oni-sama, you meanie. Wah.
So sorry, I didn't intend to be so mean. The whipping Satoko came closer to me. I'm a sucker for tears. What? Huh? A bear trap? My leg was being clamped down on by a jagged metal teeth.
What?
Oh, you fell for it. Now for the next part.
Satsuko raised her arm triumphantly, and traps began to trigger one after the other. Suddenly, the wall sprang forward, throwing me 3 blocks away. There I saw a giant metal ball covered in spikes hurling towards me. On top of that, the direction the ball would knock me was a giant guillotine.
I'm not really sure, but Keiichi-kun, you're not thinking of anything completely ludicrous right now, are you?
Not really. Not at all.
Nope. That's a lie. You're a liar!
That was a lie. I actually can Keiichi. That was a lie. I actually can Keiichi. Who do you
got the
can?
kind of look on your face that says, I'm gonna be crushed by a giant spiked metal ball. Yeah, sure.
How could my
that's the
expression
face.
convey what I was thinking like that? Sorry, imagining a meek and gentle Satsuko is impossible right now. I'll try again when I'm in better shape. Next, I looked over at Rika-chan, who was working diligently on some kanji drills. In contrast to Satoko, her default state was meek and gentle. If Rika-chan came at me saying Oni-sama, I'd hug her, tightly. I could get used to that.
Keiichi-kun, you're drooling.
Sorry. Then how about Rika-chan? Are you saying that her appearance is deceiving as well? Saying that out loud, I felt a tinge of doubt. Was Rika-chan really all that sweet? Despite her appearance, she was quite sly. Sweetly, how do you put it? Evading things deftly?
I get the feeling that Rika-chan isn't the only one that's just sweet. Her appearance is definitely deceiving.
I couldn't put exactly what I was imagining into words, but Rena managed to say
Oh
what I
my-
wanted to. She turned to me with the impish look in her eyes, like she was saying, you shouldn't say something like that. Who's saying this?
When
Probably
Rika-chan
Rena.
grows up, I'm sure she'll She'll become an incredibly devilish beauty. Oh, what? With men wrapped around her little fingers. Don't you think that'd be cool?
Brenna said that lightheartedly, but I, as a man, couldn't laugh at that. The scary part about that was that it felt like it could be true.
But I, as a man, this is foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Noticing my gaze, Rika-chan turned toward me and let loose with an angelic smile. Both Rena and I, feeling as if that was directed toward us, personally, had our hearts skip a beat. Ah, so cute, so cute, so cute.
So cute.
Oh wait, Rena, your nose is bleeding. That was her. Never mind. Appearances could be deceiving,
Always Rena
huh?
who says this so cute.
Oh, well, I mean, Keiichi's been slipping some in lately. Well then, what about our dear Lady Mion? I stared at her as she tried to weasel her way out of the scolding by the teacher. By Rena's theory, that unrefined, calculating, conniving Mion also had a side of her that belied appearances. Then what you're saying is that Mion, despite her appearance, is actually a good person?
The way you're... Oh. Michan is a good person. Foreshadowing is the narrative.
Oh well, that is true, but what I'm trying to say is...
Yep. I know what you're trying to say, Keiichi-kun.
Catching on that, I was struggling to express my feelings as words. Rena smiled even more brightly. Know what?
Michan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy.
Whoa, foreshadowing is...
There's a narrative device.
That's right. Mion was more than aware that she was a girl, but it was exactly as Rena stated. When Mion livened up the room, it wasn't as though she felt like a guy or a girl specifically, but a friend of the same gender. If she were a guy, we'd probably be like two peas in a pod. Although that's the same way it is right now. Haha.
I mean, is Mion more? Maybe.
I don't know.
I think?
She's like vaguely
think so.
tomboyish, and she calls herself an old man, but that's about
Huh?
Home with the TV.
What?
You're home with the TV.
Sure. Hold on 1 second.
it. Okay.
Sorry, color.
Meow, meow. Bow, bow, down, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Pion, pion. Bing, bam, bam, bam. Dino, dino, dion, dion, dion. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Boom boom boom.
Just pirate it.
What the heck?
You own the thing already.
Dun 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 dun.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
But you see, even that Michan is actually really feminine.
Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly?
That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation. You know. This is not.
This is the opposite of
the
serious.
The serious music.
Rena began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around.
Michan is the club president. She's trying really hard to lead everyone, but she's really a very cute girl. I don't care about her real gender. She'll always be a really cute girl.
The hell? Rena's transphobic.
I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun. What the fuck is this?
I don't know. Rena's gaze is focused on off into the distance beyond
Yeah.
where Mion
Can I-
was. Maybe
can I-
Rena's just
can I say-
Lebanon. What?
Can I say something real quickly?
What?
So okay, so my brother, he's trying to get King of the Hill to
Oh.
work on his on like the TV,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have the remote, so I'm like, just go pirate it, and he's like, I don't care about pirating, like, dude, it's always an option.
This is true.
Just like you don't diss it because
You could even-
you already own it.
You could even pirate on the TV if you wanted. That's how me and
Yeah.
my family watched anime together.
The same here. Actually, I don't watch with anyone. I just watch by myself. But I do.
Yeah.
I don't have access to the stuff. I watched a little bit of I Will Never Be Your Lover Unless. That was a really bad show. I fucking hated it.
Never heard of it.
It's Yuri. It's Yuri. It's just Yuri.
Oh. It's
I
Yuri
was
Slop?
watching it with somebody. I was watching it with Nets from the server, and we
Mhm.
we're both just like, just fuck already. It was so annoying.
I have two animes I'm super excited for in 2026, which is Witch Hat Atelier and Dungeon Meshi Season 2.
Which Had to Tell You is getting a release
Yes, it is. I'm so excited.
next year. Doro de Doro
Uh-huh.
is getting I'm sorry, my brother's watching it.
He's spying on you. Bam bam. Bam 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 bam.
Okay,
bam,
sorry.
bam.
We can continue on.
Okay. Rena's gaze focused off into the distance beyond where Mion was. The Mion that I met at Angel Mort was unimaginably different compared to the Mion that I normally knew. Flustered and hesitant from the unfamiliar job, it was a far cry from the brash and confident Mion. Even though she had to hurry to work, she went through all the trouble to bring me food when I was on the brink of starvation. And she did so not as Mion, but as Shion. What actually was Shion to Mion? What kind of person was Mion exactly?
Keiichi probably couldn't even begin to imagine.
As if to say, it was our little secret, Rena held her finger up to her lips as she giggled. Mion, finally free from the teacher's preaching, returned to her seat, cradling her head to hide her embarrassment. Huh, this old man... Sorry. This old man, you see, thinks that grade school is enough for everything you need to study for in life. Saying that, she plopped down into her seat violently. Mion was actually really feminine, right? I wonder if I can meet that Shion again.
What?
I wanted to talk to her again.
She's really feminine.
The principal
Only
waved
women
around
can
a
have
bell
blocks.
that served as the school chime. The teacher rushed back to the blackboard and began to list everybody's homework assignments.
Whoa, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of homework today. Gotta buckle down.
Well then, that means even Rena?
Huh? What do you mean?
Appearances can be deceiving. Would that apply to you too?
Liar! Huh? Hichikun, how did you see me? You can't see me. My time is now. How?
The Rena Ryugu that I knew sometimes took things too far, but was generally a kind and gentle, ideal girl.
Really? Then that makes me happy, I guess.
If she was the opposite of what she seemed, that would make her...
And if I were really the opposite?
Just try saying it. I won't be mad. That's what I felt she meant. Rena is...
Rena is... Oh. Yeah, Rena is...
Even if you were the opposite, you'd still be Rena, right? This question shouldn't have been so
Liar!
nerve-wracking to answer. Maybe it's because the person in question was staring at me, but even saying that took a strange amount of effort.
That's no fair, Keiichi-kun. It bothers me when you say that. How?
Perhaps unable to endure my silence, Rena's face began to burn red with embarrassment. Rena, Kei-chan, let's go home. Mion walked over and started getting ready to go home. Whenever school is over, she really does get noticeably more energetic. It was the same relaxing walk home as always. Digging around my pockets on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing. What's the matter, Kei-chan? The key to my house I always carry around is gone. Man, where did I lose it? It's fine today since my parents are home, but still, this is bad.
That sure is troublesome. Did you forget it somewhere or did you drop it?
Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Huh?
Kei-chan, did that key have anything that would make it stand out?
Yeah, it's on a keychain. It was a blue fur seal something I made for summer homework a long time ago.
Does everyone have its... Does it have its eyes shut like it's taking a nap?
Oh, how'd you know? Yeah, that's it. Mion looked away and began to whistle.
See, you went for dinner at Angel Mort a couple of days ago, right? That night, the staff found a key, and there was a fur seal keychain attached to it.
As she said that, she suddenly grew flustered and added that Shion had told her about it. Huh? So I dropped it then?
But aren't you glad they found it? I'm sure they're looking after it for you.
Dun, 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 dun. Is my face tracking going? The heck? Yes, it is. Okay, that was weird.
During face tracking, it was a fucking jump scare. I forgot that
Why?
you're using a VTuber model. Because I only hear shit about face tracking in in relation to like VR.
Huh.
That's right. Why don't you go? Shion looks the same as me, so you'll know her by sight.
This was a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. But I also had to thank her for the bento from yesterday. Besides, taking some time and chatting with this other side of Mion might be interesting. Half jokingly, I began to think about things like this. Right, Angel Mort, was it? I'll head over to Shion's restaurant and get my key back. While I'm at it, have a nice spot of tea might not be a bad idea.
You sound like an English gentleman. That totally doesn't suit you, Kei-chan.
It's probably over there, Tilda.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Tilda. Close the door, please. Thank you.
Yeah. It's Rena.
Is it the restaurant? The one that Mi-chan's little sister is working at?
Yeah, why don't we go to it together, Rena?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I have plans with my father today, some other time.
Rena seemed pretty disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity.
You said they're twins, but do they really look like that much alike? Enough to mistake which is which?
Yeah, they're totally the same, at least on the outside. Unlike Mion, she's well-mannered and really cute, though. In response to my teasing, Mion pouted and began to argue with me. I couldn't help but burst out laughing at Mion's little farce. After all, they weren't just identical, they were the same person. Or so you think. After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. Just thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. Shion, a name for a different kind of Mion. She was a mysterious and ridiculous person, believing she had fooled everyone like that. I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be that I was looking forward to meeting Shion? I felt a sense of gay anticipation, like I was headed towards a new friend's house for the first time. Rena said about Mion actually being really feminine sprang to mind again. The guilt from spying on another side of Mion, the self-consciousness from being the only one that knew about that side, these feelings mixed together.
The woman side of Mion, the emotional part.
That was Shion for you, Mion's little twin sister. Until she felt like coming out and admitting she was Mion. It was fine to just call her Shion, right?
Mion might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different persona. As I reached the top of this steep hill, the horizon expanded before me. I was almost at the station. Last time I wasn't embarrassed since I was here with Dad. But this time I was alone. I was strangely self-conscious about it. Meet Shion, get my key back. That was all this task was supposed to be. If I dawdled around like this, maybe Shion would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing, Keiichi Maivara? You're just here to get your key back, you know? It's not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. Those thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess. I came to the realization that I was downright giddy. That's why just for a bit. Just a tiny little bit. I got a little carried away and did something really stupid. I kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk. Now, how did you even do that? It's in the way, sure, but there's absolutely no reason for me to kick it. Oh, you just did it. I definitely think I got too carried away. Crash. As the 3 bikes toppled over one after another, like dominoes, the loud noises they caused snapped me back to my senses. Oh shit, the hell you think you're doing? The owners of those 3 bikes were right there. They looked exactly what you'd call thugs up to no good. They lifted their heads up in an imposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I had never heard before. The 3 of them beelined towards me, the worn-down heels of their thin-soled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only stare listlessly, as if I were watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized it, I had been grabbed by the collar and lifted up to my tiptoes. Don't be playing dumb. You knocked him over, didn't you? Huh? The 3 thugs were completely ignoring the rules of grammar, but the way they spoke was enough to make me tremble. Just like that, my composure drained away. My legs buckled and my throat grew dry enough to crack. I'm sorry, I accident my ass. You kicked him, didn't you, dumbass? I was completely at fault, so there was nothing I could say in my defense. As a result, I was pulled even higher. The hell, man? The paint's all scuffed. You brat. Who put you up to this, huh? This is your goddamn fault. The 3 of them continued to yell at me. I had no idea what each of them were saying. Getting further enraged that I was only listening, while dumbstruck, they grabbed an empty plastic crate from a nearby store and began to smash it repeatedly against a telephone pole. Cracks formed in the crate, plastic shards flying everywhere. They then slammed it full force into the shattered storefront. The shutter let out a frighteningly loud noise. Still not satisfied, they flipped over a case of empty cans, scattering its contents all over the place. This was not normal. This was something you saw on television or manga, but I never thought seeing it in person would be this terrifying. I became painfully aware that the safety of civilized society was only held up by such frail concept as morals. My knees clattered together noisily. Static began to pepper my vision. This is what you would call absolute terror. There was nothing I could do to stop this frightening spectacle of violence. I could only pray for help. The fear I felt was just too much. Somebody help me? My gaze floundered around at the surrounding area. I was surrounded by these 3 hoodlums. No way there would be a passerby brave enough to intervene. Maybe this is what you call reaping what you sow. If I was a passerby, there would be no doubt that I would be ignoring what was going on. So this was somewhat of a cosmic retribution. Fucking say something, I'll fucking stab you. Angry, yelling, loud enough
on?
to... He's getting jumped. To rattle my eardrums, spewed forth right in front of my face. My waning consciousness was forcefully dragged back to the forefront. The thug had cocked back his free hand and twisted his body when suddenly a metallic taste filtered the back of my throat. A chill ran down my spine like a jolt of electricity. Seeing what was going to happen next, I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible and grit my teeth. You're making quite the racket, you stupid pieces of trash. Get out of my sight. The voice was short distance away. Still holding me by the collar, the 3 thugs spun around to look behind them. The fuck you say? Standing there was Neon. She stood there, displaying an imposing stature that I'd never seen before. She didn't have the same look on her face as she did when we were playing around during club. Those were the eyes that would instill fear in anyone who looked upon them, the eyes of a raptor. They were the epitome of terror. At the same time,
Wait,
they were the most reassuring things in the world.
it's in the name.
What?
Shion. Oh, it makes all sense now.
Okay.
She's both a woman and a murderer.
Cool. I'll only say this one more time. Let go of Keiichi and get lost. Mion, without an ounce of fear, laid down her ultimatum. Of course, there was no way the three wouldn't go absolutely berserk. The situation turned explosively dangerous. You fucking bitch. I'll fucking bash your head in. Stop it, Mion. These guys are like rabid dogs. No amount of bluffing will work. Mion, it's dangerous. Sobra, I knew what I was saying was pathetic, but I couldn't let Mion get involved in this. No matter how you looked at it, Mion was only bluffing. But did Mion even know the meaning of the word bluff? However, the reason behind everything soon became apparent. They were slowly increasing in number, little by little. At first, it was only businessmen on their way home, stopping to take a look. Then it was housewives in the middle of shopping, taking a gander. Next, what seemed like the owner of some store showed up, and it was pretty clear he wasn't just looking. Around Mion, there's about 7 people gathered. It felt different than people coming out to support a friend. If I had to say why, it was because the group gathered was diverse in age and gender. The 3 thugs seemed to slowly realize that there was something strange about the situation. Who the hell are these guys? Behind them, at some point, the 4 more people gathered of different clothes and ages had gathered. A girl who looked to be in middle school, a man wearing a bakery apron, an old lady in a house cleaning smock. More and more, people of various ages. Their gazes, compared to Mion's, were of hostility, of intimidation. Before I realized it, over 10 people had formed a ring around us. That moment, 5 elementary schoolers ran and joined the circle. There were some familiar faces, some of our classmates. These people were residents of Hinamizawa? More and more people from Hinamizawa gathered around. In obvious contrast, the residents of Okinomiya were passing by as quickly as possible. The fuck are you guys? Go the fuck away. The group surrounding had suddenly swelled around 20 people. Completely encircled, the faces of the thugs began to show first signs of panic. Nobody spoke a word, Mion included. They made everything completely unnatural. And, depending on which side you were on, completely terrifying. Only the thugs' voices echoed out like they were screaming. Somebody took a step forward, closing the gap between them. As they did, everybody else took a step forward, shrinking the circle. The hoodlums went pale as they were pushed together, back to back, while they're still yelling angrily. They were trying to string together their vulgarities, but for some reason it sounded like they were crying out for help. All right. What's going on here? What's going on? It was sudden. A solidly built officer cut his way through the crowd. At some point, 2 police cars had arrived. Passerbys had undoubtedly called for them. Several burly officers prepared from inside the second vehicle. Oh, officer, good timing. There you go. The extortionists caught red-handed. Please arrest them. The fuck? This brat's the one that's wrong here. Mion, turning to her usual self, was nonchalantly pointing out the hoodlums to the police. Of course the thugs were furious. But now that it had come to this, there was nothing they could do. It was their loss. Okay, come over here for a sec. Come already. The officer handcuffed the thugs and dragged them towards the patrol cars. The fuck, let me go. We're the victims here. Are you listening, damn it? No matter how much of a ruckus they caused, the officers paid no heed. In the blink of an eye, they were crammed inside the 2 vehicles. They could still be heard yelling while inside the police cars, but what they were saying was no longer intelligible. What the freak, Oishi-san? Oh, hells no.
Oh, are you alright? Are you injured?
He was probably a detective. The man leading the police peered at my face. No, not really.
Well, that's the bit of a silver lining then. Well then, have a good year.
The portly man, after taking a quick look around, addressed the crowd.
Well, thank you, citizen, for your timely report. Thanks to your efforts, we're able to keep the peace today. It's a wonderful thing. Why is he Monokuma?
Thank you for your hard work, Detective Oishi. As a citizen, I thank you for your daily efforts. It's an honor for a detective from the 1st Division to come all this way. The way Shion talked didn't have a very pleasant tone.
It's just a coincidence. I happened to hear the call over the radio on my way back from the prefectural office. I just made a little detour.
Please keep up the good work. I pray for your success in your future endeavors.
Shucks. It's a good thing there were no injuries though.
Wish-san, we're done here. Let's go.
Well then, have a good year. I'm sorry. Could you make way?
The detective named Oishi, after jovially making pleasantries, lumbered over to the waiting police car. It quickly set off, disappearing down the city street. It was over so quickly I was dumbstruck. I didn't even get the chance to ask the officer what was going on. It was like they came here quickly to disperse the mob before any trouble could start. After making sure the police cars had left, Mion snapped her fingers sharply. Alright, that's a wrap. And don't come back. That was the signal. The tension melted away in an instant, and everyone began smiling. A middle-aged man helped me up. Are you okay, young Maibara? Next time pick your fights a bit better. It's not like I wanted to fight. Are you hurt anywhere? If you hit your head, it would be a good idea to get an x-ray taken. An older lady I didn't know the name of was concerned about my injury. You were lucky this happened right in front of the station when it was busy, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to gather as many people. Next time be more careful. City kids these days are pretty unruly. I was even warned by the old lady in the smock. As Shion finished applauding the dispersing group for their efforts, she strode over to me. Well, you're pretty good, Kei-chan. But I also think you should be more careful about who you pick a fight with. Thanks, Mion. You saved my bacon back there. Like I said, I'm Shion.
You wanna keep going without me? Because I need to, like, go to the bathroom
You need to go? Okay. Or we could end off here since we reached the 2-hour mark.
Oh, it's been 2
one.
hours? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we could do that. That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Well, alright.
Shake it.
Alright. Well, thank you so much. That was great.
Yes. Today is a very renaful day. Wait, shit. What did I just do?
Wow.
Did I? Oh, shit.
You're so Rena, fool.
Oh,
Alright,
fuck.
I'll see you
I
later.
accidentally went back. Okay, I'll see you later, too.
Bye-bye, Color.
Bye-bye. I'm gonna quickly try to get that point back.
I'm gonna go kill Snips. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Wait, skip. Well, it's good they have the skip feature. Dun 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 dun. Okay. And now we can save. And click the right button this time, please. There we go. Perfect. Yippee. Okay. As usual, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for chatting and everything. And I believe next week maybe most likely 100 line. I'm not entirely sure. We're in the talks about, I've been in the talks with some people about, hold on one second. I've been in talks with some people about a potential collab pretty soon, but we haven't really ironed out those details yet, so I'm not entirely sure, but if I don't end up doing a collab next Saturday, it will be 100 line, so yeah, that's the plan so far, and of course,
I'll keep everybody updated on my Twitter. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter if you're not already. And yeah, bye bye.